Week 8 SFL action continues this evening from Liberty Park as the Sioux Falls Sparrows host the Tulsa Desperados. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and with me in the booth is the nefarious Gerald Smith. With us, keeping track of stats, Greg Soto and Top Keeper. You are watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Gerald, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. It's a Sunday night, and look, I can see Mount Rushmore.
I see it back there. It's exactly how it looks in person. Two Central Division teams face off this evening, both with losing records. They're both coming off a loss. But second and third place in the Central Division. Minnesota came into the week at 3-3, so it's still anyone's division with plenty of weeks left in the season. Gerald, what do we have to look forward to tonight?
Defense in the run game has got to be key for both these squads. Both teams are giving up over 29 points a game and over 150 yards per game to their opponents coming into Week 8. Both teams are also ranked at the bottom in rush yards per game, with Sioux Falls ranked last and Tulsa ranked second to last. Each team will have to play better defense and get their run game going to get their seasons turned around. Whichever team can do that should come away victorious tonight.
Well, as Matt Wilson would say, there's only one way to find out, and that's on the field. So we'll get down to the field, get this one started. Sioux Falls in all black, Tulsa in white and gray. Sioux Falls will kick the ball off to get things started. Tulsa will start off on offense. Zashtel Black kicks it away. And we are underway here in South Dakota. Ball returned by Ian Francis up to the 34-yard line, and that is where JQ will lead his offense out onto the field. 17-34, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick for JQ last week. Douglas Brown, the running back, hit the 100-yard mark with 102. Did not find the end zone in that loss. 2 receivers, 2 in the backfield on first down. 4 down linemen for Sioux Falls. JQ to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Goes about 15 yards down the center of the field. Tries to hit DJ Hume. Pass is incomplete. Let's roll through the starting offense for Tulsa. JQ is the quarterback. Douglas Brown is the halfback, along with Scott Powell. Lars Bizarre is the fullback. Sanzo Robinson, Ian Francis, DJ Hume, and Gabriel Manning are the wide receivers. DJ Bandit, Marquise Sengo are the tight ends. Phoebe Collins, the left guard, one to keep an eye on. Q to throw on second down. Rolls out to the right, throws back across to the left, trying to hit Gabriel Manning on a deep crossing route. Gerald, incomplete.
Yeah, he kind of rolled out and he kind of threw across his body. When you throw across your body like that, he went directly almost across the field, down the field. It's hard to be on target, but it did. If he could have rolled the opposite way, looked like Gabe Manning had somewhat of a step on his defenders, but not to be.
Nick Fargo, James Kelly, Mike Wagner, and Johnny Van Man are the defensive linemen. Jason Strongbow, Marcus Benson, and Stuart Gotts, the linebackers. Q to throw deep down the left side, and that one is complete. Getting it across midfield to Gabriel Manning. Moving the chains, John Barnhart, Nathan Barnett, Terrell Davis are the corners. Jay Ringgold and A.J. Levy round out the Sioux Falls defense at safety.
Yeah, it looks like Jay Ringgold was expecting something a little bit deeper. He was running out in front of Gabriel Manning, even after the ball was thrown. I don't know if he saw it, didn't see the ball right or nothing like that, but that was a pretty easy pitch and catch.
And the first carry for Douglas Brown goes absolutely nowhere. Jason Strongbow wraps him up at the line. No gain on the play. Second down.
Yeah, and that's something that we've seen pretty much all season from Douglas Brown and the Tulsa offense, especially the run game, right? He's only averaging 3 yards a carry this season, which is far below his seasons previously that he's played average.
Last week versus Alamo City, season high 102 yards. That one is picked off, going back the other way to the Sioux Falls 35-yard line, intercepted by Marcus Benson, the outside linebacker, and it's going to be a Sioux Falls football.
And Marcus Benson coming through with his first career interception right there, jumping up in front of the pass and pulling it down and giving his team the ball.
Pick 93 in the draft, pick 1 for his career. Congratulations to Marcus Benson and Julian Tyree, the quarterback with the most passing yards, passing attempts, passing completions in league history. Number 2 in passing touchdowns. Rest in peace, Matt Wilson. Quick pass over the middle is complete to A.J. Warren, and it's going to be an automatic first down after a gain of about 12. Tyree's the quarterback. Jason Williams is the halfback. Charlemagne Cornelius is the fullback. A.J. Warren, Joseph Bodette, Ryan Davis, and Kay Marion are the wide receivers. Eddie Maddox and Ben Harrison are the tight ends.
And speaking of interceptions from, a guy like Julian Tyree, he also he has the most passing yards. He leads the league in passing yards right now this season, but he's also this is not how you want to lead the league, but he also leads the league in interceptions.
Tyree over the middle into double coverage, but breaking away. Kay Marion, she's in the end zone. Touchdown. Flag on the play. We'll have to see the call from the ref. Going to call pass interference on the defense. That one will be declined, and the Sioux Falls touchdown will stand.
And Kay Marion comes through big with the big pass from Julian Tyree. Right in stride, and actually catches it for the 3rd touchdown of the season.
Points off turnovers, key to victory in many a football game, and Sioux Falls able to capitalize early on in this one. Marcus Benson with his first career interception. Kay Marion punching it into the end zone. 2 plays, 65 yards. Extra point was up and good. 7-0. Sioux Falls out in front. If you are new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL, both on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Kickoff back to the 3-yard line, being returned by Francis up the center and absolutely clotheslined at the 30-yard line. So JQ not off to a great start. Gerald, 5 plays, 24 yards, then threw an interception.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start out the game, especially on your first drive, right? Not having a whole lot of success and then throwing a pick, and then, and then quickly, after you throw the pick, the other team goes down and scores really, really quick.
First down and 10 from their own 30. Hume in motion down to the bottom. Q to throw, short pass over the middle, and that one's swatted away. Batted down by Jason Strongbow. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Strongbow kind of jumped that route and got his hand up and was just able to deflect it.
Liberty Park under the lights tonight. Some Sunday night football action. Q's thrown 5 passes so far, has only completed 1 to Gabriel Manning. Pass attempt number 6 goes over the middle, and that one's complete to Manning as well. Moves the chains, and definitely his favorite target, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big veteran, big playmaker right there in Manning, and he just, when you need a play, it seems like for Tulsa, right? That's the guy you go to. I think it's been like that all season.
36 receptions for Manning on the season, only 21 for the tight end DJ Bandit, 13 for DJ Hume. Next highest, I guess, would be Douglas Brown. No, threw another interception. That one's going the other way as well. Terrell Davis gets it back to the 40-yard line, and 2 drives, 2 picks. This defense is on fire tonight.
Yeah, look, they're just jumping on everything, and I think they had 1 run so far from Tulsa, and they're just trying to rely on the passing game right here, and it's just not working. Sioux Falls is just right there, and actually Sioux Falls is one of the teams that actually takes the ball away the most.
Well, they sure do, and Terrell Davis is a big part of that now with 4 interceptions on the season. That leads the league. Terrell Davis, 52 picks in his career. It's top 25 in the league all time. And Julian Tyree looking to pick up where he left off last drive. A very quick, short drive. Jason Williams gets the handoff, fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, and does. Oh, gets past the line of scrimmage and somehow gets a first down. Oh, I thought it was going to be a tackle for a loss, then maybe no gain on the play. Ends up getting about 11.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be tackle for a loss 3 times. He broke 3 tackles behind the line of scrimmage and then breaks all 3, gets along the sideline, and then runs for about 12 for a first down.
From the 27-yard line, Tyree on the delayed handoff. And that doesn't work. Got immediately stuffed right at the line. Philadelphia Collins in on the tackle. The defensive linemen for Tulsa, Chris Andrews, Berto Demora, Mike Mello, and Jaden Swift. The linebackers are David Ware, you just saw, Philadelphia Collins, and Tony Roberto. The secondary, Nate Heslop, Nano Matthews, Jay Rock, and Cameron Shaw are the corners. Travis Arthur, Marco Swift is the safeties, and fighting towards the end zone. K. Marion, first down and goal.
The determination by K. Marion to kind of just run the route on a rollout. Think your hand, I catch it one hand, and then try to muscle your way into the end zone. I actually thought she was going to be able to get in there.
I did too.
But holy cow, she's just the strength from her right there. Got him down to like the inch line.
2 catches, 79 yards for K. Marion. First down and goal. They'll spot it at the 1. Watch for Jason Williams here. Has 2 touchdowns on the season so far. Charlemagne Cornelius has 1. See if they try to punch it in on the ground here. Tyree will throw. Throws up top. It's a backwards pass and recovered by Tulsa. A huge turn of events for the Desperados.
What a way for Tulsa to try and turn their luck around right here. They got it in the backfield so fast.
I think they hit Tyree. I think that's what broke that one loose.
Oh, yeah, they hit it, and he actually threw it backwards. Even if it was a pass thrown, it's actually a lateral.
Yep, backwards pass immediately jumped on by Berto Demora. And they'll take over possession of the ball at their own 9-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 in the backfield. And a pitch up top to Douglas Brown. Gains 3 before being brought down on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, if Tulsa is going to have success this game, they're going to have to do a lot better in the run game, especially, the way Sioux Falls is playing defense on them right now with the passing game. But they've had 2 drives on offense, and they've thrown 2 picks.
Q to throw.
Look at
up
this.
Top. How many picks, Gerald? That's 3. Pick 6. Touchdown, Sioux Falls.
3 offensive possessions for Tulsa. 3 interceptions. 1 for a pick 6. The other one, they actually got points off of. And they got the right defense queued up, and they are ready for JQ. And anything it seemed like he's going to throw.
2nd interception on the season by John Barnhart, his 5th all-time, pick 6. Gets it done under the lights here at home. Gives his team a 2-touchdown lead. Extra point by Zashtal Black is up and good. 14-0. Sioux Falls. All thanks to the defense. They're out in front early on in this one, not even midway through the first quarter. For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. So what's the future look like for the Tulsa offense, Gerald? 3 possessions, 3 picks.
If they keep doing the same stuff that they're doing, I don't think it looks really good, because JQ has only thrown, coming into this week, 5 interceptions on the season.
I know, I was looking at that.
And he's actually just thrown 3 And I don't even think we're halfway. Well, no, we're not halfway through the first quarter. I mean, it just isn't looking good right now. They ran Douglas Brown twice, I think, so far. He's got 2 rushes, and he hadn't ran hardly anywhere. And they're trying to throw the ball. The only success that they have had is throwing to Gabe Manning. So they're gonna have to change something up and change it up fast.
And even that has only been 2 receptions. He's completed more passes to Sioux Falls than he has to Tulsa. Tries to change that here and does connect to Manning. They'll actually spot him with just enough progress for a first down. And, I mean, obviously we talked about it. Manning is, the top receiving target for these Desperados, but he can't stay locked in on Manning all night. Obviously, Sioux Falls already has his number.
Yeah, and look, and if you look at these DBs, with the exception of like 1 pass so far, the defensive backs for Sioux Falls have been all over these wide receivers, giving JQ difficulties finding the open guy.
Check down pass to Brown behind the line of scrimmage. He'll actually be tackled for a loss on the play. Marcus Benson, the rookie, had a pick on drive number 1, gets a TFL here on drive number 4.
Yeah, and it's 2nd and long. I mean, they're trying different ways to see if they can get themselves in some sort of a positive motion, and they haven't gotten it unless they throw it to Gabe Manning.
Q to throw. Gets this one back over to Manning, crossing midfield once again inside the 40. Moves the chains, but got to see what this drive will bring for the Desperados, Gerald. It's, been a rough start. And, I thought maybe, just maybe, they were going to get a change in momentum when Tyree threw that backwards pass and Demora jumped on it, but immediately threw a pick 6 right after that. It's just, you couldn't script it any worse.
No, but it's a good thing. If they can do something on this drive, right, they're only down 2 scores. They can actually put themselves within striking distance.
Q throws down the middle, and it's picked off for the 4th time. Once again, Marcus Benson, the rookie, with his 2nd career pick, all in the same quarter of the same game.
Yeah, and so, look, and some guys don't even get that all their career, playing linebacker. And this guy looks like a pro. Well, he is a pro. Look like he's done it all.
Looks like a veteran.
Because guess what? He's got 2 and he one-handed that one. And
well,
that's 4.
I'm going to give him the nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands. Play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. The nice hands catch of the game. That's a Marcus Benson one-handed rookie pick for the 2nd time. Wow. He's on fire tonight. Charlemagne Cornelius. He'll gain 4. Steps out of bounds on the Sioux Falls side. 2nd down and 6. 4 interceptions. That would be
4 drives.
Yeah, 4 interceptions, 4 drives. Like 4 picks for a defense would be a great game. We're 6 minutes in.
Yeah, we're not
34 to go.
Look, and if I were to tell you that, look, a team's going to throw 4 picks.
Well, yeah.
What in the first quarter? What do you think the score would be?
Yeah, that's true too.
They are very fortunate that it's just 14 right now.
Well, even just looking at the stats coming into today's game, if you had said, hey, one of these teams is going to throw 4 picks in the first quarter, I would have said it would have been Sioux Falls.
I would have said it would have been Tyree. He would have hit over 20.
He's already got 17 on the season. And Q only had 5. So, of course, statistically speaking, not to mention he's got the most pass attempts in the league. He's thrown the ball 211 times, 215 now if you add in the 4 throws from today. So, of course, he's going to throw more picks. But, no, everything's going Sioux Falls' way so far, and nothing can go quite right for the Desperados.
Yeah, and Tulsa's going to have to muster some strength on defense to try and get the ball back, similar to what they did on one of their other picks that they had, or even get a stop, right? Just so you can try and get some momentum going, get some positive activity going, and keep the ball away from, the sticky-handed defenders of the Tulsa defense.
I just want to see if we can get like a sustained drive by either team. We haven't had a drive that's more than 5 plays and more than 1.5 minutes yet. So far, I think this is the longest drive. Kay Marion, the lady of the hour, gets another catch, gets another first down.
Look, after that catch, I saw, because I was the only man left for her to beat. And with her size at 6'6", 222, I said to myself, she's going to bust through this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And she's going to go for a touchdown. But credit to the defender
Yeah.
and Cameron Shaw being able to bring her down.
Shaw with the touchdown saving tackle. 3 receptions. She caught all 3 targets, 95 yards. Kay Marion. Three receiver set now for the Sparrows. Pressure on its way. Tyree unfazed. A.J. Warren gets in on the action. Second catch of the ball game. First down, Sioux Falls.
Yeah, and they have confidence in their super-duper veteran, 16-season veteran, and Jillian Tyree just being able to drop back, comfortable in the pocket, and throw it, even though he has 17 interceptions on the season. The statistics will show. It's still not afraid to throw it down the field with him being a leading passer in the league.
Shout out to those of you joining us in the chat tonight. See Wade Phillips, Jay Swift, Mr. Churchill, Lars Bazar, T. Arthur 49, J. Rock, Justin Reside, A. Roberto, J.W. Hart. So many of you in the chat with us. Appreciate you being here for this ball game. Jason Williams with a 3-yard carry, second down and 7. Final couple of minutes in the opening frame, ticking away.
There's been five turnovers in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's wild.
Collectively.
Tyree to throw on second down, swings it out to Williams. Williams breaking tackles. First down inside the 10, spins himself right out of bounds. First down and goal, Sioux Falls.
And that's the second time we've seen Jason Williams do something similar like that, where he gets the ball and he breaks a couple of tackles right there. 1, 2, and they still didn't bring him down because he just stepped out of bounds trying to hit a spin move on him.
There's Mount Rushmore again.
In all of its glory. They must have lights on that thing. It's dark.
It is.
One of Sioux Falls said, man, we need some lights on that. We need to showcase that for the night games.
First and goal from the 7. Jason Williams takes the pitch. Stiff arms the defender. Waltzes into the end zone. 3 touchdown lead. Touchdown Sparrows.
Cameron Shaw took a stiff arm to the chest and got thrown to the ground right there. And it made it look easy, right? The way that these turnovers are going now, it's 21-0. Tulsa, look, there's a lot of time. You got 3 quarters left, but they got to turn something around in what they did then. At least have a drive where you don't turn it over, at least. Because every single turnover from here on out, or any turnover throughout any game, is pretty demoralizing, because they were actually getting to the point to where they were getting down deep into Sioux Falls territory. And then Marcus Benson come away with a second interception and one-handed it. So maybe that's the way they're doing. They're just going to keep getting closer and closer until
they're finally in.
Until they're finally in. And if they just get close enough and they keep throwing to their own players, they'll get in the end zone.
8 plays, 71 yards, 3 minutes and 12 seconds off the board. See what Tulsa can do. Greg Soto on stats pointing out that Tulsa only has 3 yards of offense on the running game for Douglas Brown. I think that's really the key, Gerald, is, they've only given him the ball 2 times. They've got more interceptions than rushing attempts to Douglas Brown.
Yeah, look, and we've seen all around the league, if you can't get the running game going, you're just not going to consistently win games in this league right now. So, and when you're getting 60-ish yards a carry, 60-ish yards per game, you're just not going to be successful at all. You got to be able to rush for close to 100 and have a balanced attack.
Douglas Brown with 100 yards last week, but like you said, Gerald, it started off the season with a 94-yard game, but then went down to 50, then had a 97-yard game, then back down to 49, now a 102-yard game. Right now on pace to hopefully hit 50. So they really need him to get consistent and get going in this rushing attack. 3rd down and inches. Still plenty of time to keep going with this standard offense. You don't have to throw the playbook into the wind and just air it out the rest of the way. You are down 3 scores, but there's still 3 full quarters left to go.
And this is very likely going to be the 3rd consecutive run by Douglas Brown. We have not seen consecutive runs to him up until this drive, and this is their 5th drive.
They pitch it down to Brown, gets around the right-hand side, first down and more, crosses midfield, steps out of bounds at the Sioux Falls 48-yard line. First down, Tulsa.
And it makes you think, right? Like, what was Tulsa possibly thinking on the first 4 drives of the game where they didn't just consistently give him the ball?
First quarter in the books, nothing but Sioux Falls 21-zip. The Sparrows out in front over the visiting Desperados. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. I'm Mike Daggs. He is Gerald Smith. Top Kiefer, Greg Soto on stats. Cameron Irvine back at SFL Studios on production. JQ throws the ball and 2 receivers in the area, Gerald, and I don't think either one of them knew who that one was to. Hume and Manning combined for a drop.
Yeah, the way the ball was thrown, looked like it was behind the receiver, and those catches are tough to make, especially when you have defenders around you. You know, and Sioux Falls has had defenders all around the wide receiver. So any pass that's thrown there, right there to be able to catch him. But trying to catch that ball with a defender right there hitting you it's going to be tough.
JQ with a quarterback rating so low he's not even legal. Q trying to improve that one, gets it out to Manning, and that one nearly picked off. Terrell Davis in the area, but Manning able to secure the catch. Gains 8, 3rd and 2.
Man, I thought I was going to have to get my doggy back because that would have made me definitely sick if that would have been another pick.
Remind me to kick the trash can over your way, then I don't need vomit in the booth. Stuff smells, man. 3rd and 2, Douglas Brown back on the ground, gets another first down. And finally, they're starting to piece together a decent-looking drive.
Yeah, and you just put the broadcaster's jinx on them. So we're going to see how the rest of this drive is going to play out. Here they are. They're coming out with looks like some sort of a passing formation on 1st and 10. I would just feel like they just need to slow the game down and just keep giving it to Douglas Brown.
Q with a deep drop, throws down the middle. Gabriel Manning standing at the 20 and well defended. Manning hit as he went to make the catch. Second down and 10.
And Gabe Manning has been taking some hits with some of the balls that have been thrown, right? Yeah. He was the primary receiver on that other route when the pass was kind of thrown behind him, and he got hit there. And just like this one here, it was a little bit of a, not thrown in the best possible place, and called Gabe Manning to just kind of twist around, try and catch it, and he took a hard hit. Manning
with 7 receptions, 121 yards, and a touchdown last week. He's been targeted a bunch of times so far tonight. That was his 9th target on that last play, Gerald. He's got 5 catches for 78 yards.
Yeah, and he's the only one of the targets outside of Douglas Brown, the running back, that's actually caught a pass.
Third down and 10. 4 receivers on the field. Sanzo Robinson moves down into the slot. Q to throw. Throws down the field. Manning climbs the ladder, catches the ball. First down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, who other than Gabe Manning to throw the ball to when you need something to happen for this Tulsa offense, right? When they're not giving it to Douglas Brown and he's trying to get yards. It's almost like close your eyes and just throw it in Manning's direction and hope he catches it. Because at his 10th target and his 6th catch, no other receiver has a catch right now.
His quarterback rating now of legal age. I formation now. Q. Stick to the passing game. Brown with the reception. He'll gain 2. And Gerald, this drive was methodically going well with the handoffs to Douglas Brown, and then they started going to the passing game. They're still getting it done, but I'd like to see him go back down to the ground.
Yeah, and it's dangerous to put the ball in the air, right? Especially what we've seen so far with 4 picks on the previous 4 drives.
Brown does indeed get the handoff, runs right into traffic, though, and the rookie, Marcus Benson, making a name for himself tonight. 3rd down and 8. No gain on the play.
Yeah, it's like almost like he's going to end up having one of these career games if he keeps going, you know, in the way he's playing right now.
3 tackles, a tackle for a loss. 2, count them, 2 interceptions for the 93rd pick in the draft. Q towards the end zone. Nobody in the area is trying to hit Hume, but overthrew his target. 4th down and 8. Brooke Brown on for the field goal try.
Yeah, they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Definitely not what they wanted. I mean, look, it's the way that you're down 21. The game is kind of slowed down a little bit for them. I don't know, for some odd reason, I just feel like this is a go for it moment. I know it's way too early, but
I just, if I'm Tulsa, I just want that 0 off the scoreboard. 30-yard try for Brooke Brown. It's up, it's good. Her 10th field goal on the season. She's made all 10 attempts and gets the 0 off the board.
She almost kicked it over the net. Did you see that?
She's trying to give a souvenir to a Tulsa fan that was sitting in the end zone seats.
Or she was trying to hit the faces on Mount Rushmore back there.
Could be. I don't think the ball would have gone quite that far. Are you liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is nobody else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. That was the longest drive of the game so far. 13-play drive by Tulsa. It was also the longest in time as well. 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Starting all the way back at their own 29-yard line. 13 plays, 57 yards. A good mix of run and pass. I definitely want them to listen, they're still down 3 scores, but they got to stick to that run game. 1st down and 10 for Sioux Falls from their own 31. Delayed handoff. Well defended, very well read by Nano Matthews. 2nd down and 9.
I don't know if you noticed, but I think just that last Tulsa drive of 13 plays was 1 play short of equaling all 4 previous drives that they had.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you look at their drive summaries, too. How many runs do you see on those previous drives? Bunch of zeros. Now, on this last one, they had 4 rushing plays to Brown. Moved the ball 19 yards. Helped get it done. Now the defense stepping up is a tackle for a loss by Philadelphia. Collins punches right into the backfield. 3rd down and 12 after a loss of 3.
Yeah, Philadelphia Collins coming in clutch right here. Now, here's going to be this is a huge 3rd down for Tulsa to be able to get themselves back in the game, get some pressure on the quarterback, and force them into some mistakes.
5 wide for the Sparrows. Empty backfield. Tyree steps up, throws, gets it into the hands of Bodette. 1st down and 10, Sparrows.
I'm not sure if you noticed right off the line, if we get a replay, Bodette was looking right back at Tyree. No sooner he left the line, you can see his face looking back.
He's like,
I'm
yo.
going to be open.
Yeah.
Throw it to me. Right as he run off the line, I saw his face just stand right back at the line.
Yep.
Say, I got it. Tyree, just throw me the ball. I'm going to be open.
He's probably wondering what took Tyree so long to throw it. He could have thrown it immediately. Gotten the 1st down on a catch and run. Bodette with the catch.
Philadelphia Collins.
Once again, another TFL. Stepping up for the Tulsa defense.
Sioux Falls is going to have to think twice about, kind of running a similar play right there on the pitch right there with Philadelphia Collins coming right off the edge, because that could be a recipe for, Philadelphia Collins starting to read it and maybe anticipating the snap count and picking that pitch off. A.J. Warren, I think he was assigned to block Collins and tried to run and get there. Did not work. And wow, what a nice catch. A.J. Warren climbing the ladder that time, making up for his missed block. He's a receiver, not a blocker. Gets the catch, gets the 1st down. And he proved that he's a receiver, not a blocker right there, how he jumped up between 3 people and is able to grab it down. I don't even know how that ball made it through the traffic, but he's able to sky over everybody and pull it down.
Well, that's why Tyree leads the league in interceptions. He throws some passes that others might not throw. High risk, high reward, though. Moves the chains there. gets the first down at the Tulsa 42. 21-3 midway through the second quarter.
Watch a Philadelphia Collins off the edge.
He's lurking. Collins stays back, sets contain, and 3 other Tulsa defenders swarm into the backfield to get the tackle for a loss. Williams -4.
Yeah, and that's a very, very good first down play right there. Tony Roberto kind of bursted into the back right there to kind of shut that run down.
Second down and 14. 4 on the line for Tulsa. Tyree to throw. Pressure on its way. Downfield and gets the completion to A.J. Warren. First down, Sioux Falls.
Man, just when Tulsa has some good stuff going on defense, right? This is for the last few plays that they actually get some TFLs and then they can't get pressure on the quarterback and just allows them to find some time, roll out, and find an open receiver.
168 yards. 190 yards registered for Tyree. And you can see the breakdown there. A lot of them going straight over the middle or to the right. It's going to go to the left this time and gets a completion up that direction to Ben Harrison.
And there's a lot of space at the second level in the passing game for Sioux Falls right here. They're getting some separation, where they're getting just beyond the linebackers, but up underneath the safeties. And the receivers and Tyree are just basically playing pitch and catch in that area of the field right there. And they're making it look easy right there when they pass in that specific area of the field.
First and goal, Tulsa's defense needs to step up and get a turnover. Williams trying to run it in. Dangerously was holding the ball off his body to the left. Gets hit by J. Rock and tackled. Maintains control of the football, though. Second down and goal.
Yeah, and it's they had a long drive coming into this one here. I mean, they're going on close to over 4 minutes of drive right here at Sioux Falls.
Tyree, delayed handoff to Williams. Philadelphia Collins, he's got that side of the field locked up.
Oh, he sure does. And this is where Tulsa can do themselves a favor and get off the field. This is another third down. And they're probably going to come out some sort of a passing attack. Cover the middle of the field. Make sure your second level is covered really, really well.
Tyree
nice.
Throws. And that one is incomplete. Flag on the play. They're going to call roughing? Face mask? Face mask on the defense. Sioux Falls will accept. Incidental face mask by Cameron Scheid.
Where was that?
I don't think we're getting an official replay.
I wanna know where it's at because we didn't even see it.
I mean,
really good play by the defensive lineman to be able to jump up and the defense end, Berto Demora, but now it puts them in a situation that it felt like they got to stop and they got some sort of a phantom call because we didn't get a look at it at all.
No, it wasn't even anywhere within the camera shot. It was somewhere else. Anyway, third down and goal. Tyree, end zone. That one is incomplete. Well defended. Trying to hit A.J. Warren, so that'll bring up a fourth down and goal. Very weird call. To call an incidental face mask on nobody was even around the football. Anyway.
Well, I guess for Tulsa, it's fortunate that it wasn't considered. It's a face mask incidental instead of a personal foul or some sort of a holding call on him in the defensive backfield.
That allows the Tulsa defense to stop the drive. 13 plays, 62 yards. Zashtel Black, 18th field goal on the season, is up and good. And Sioux Falls extends their lead back out to 3 full touchdowns. 24-3. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the opening half. Sioux Falls will start with the football after halftime, so Tulsa's got to get something going here. They got the O off the board. Now they got to get a touchdown. Gabriel Manning, the electric kick returner, gets up past the 40-yard line. One of the all-time great kick returners in the league. Holds many a record. He's number one in both kick returns and punt returns. Number 1 in kick return yards, over 19,000 kick return yards. Almost 2,100 punt return yards, both number 1 in the league all time. That is 24 kick return touchdowns. He's got 4 punt return touchdowns, which is also a pretty good number.
There, that's what we're looking like.
There you go, Douglas Brown passing midfield, passing the 40,
Whoa.
spins inside the 35-yard line. Douglas Brown's best run of the night. First down, Tulsa.
Yeah, and that's something that they're going to have to get going right here, right? They just can't rely on the passing game and just solely on, Q to Manning. They're going to have to do a little bit more, right? Everybody knows that that's what I'm assuming everybody knows, right? The run sets up the pass, right? But when you're not so good at the run game, or you haven't been proven that you've been great at the run game, people are just going to stack up and just, game plan to stop the pass. So if you can get that run game going, it should open up your passing game a little bit more.
Q to throw, gets it over the middle. That one finally complete to a receiver not named Manning. DJ Hume with the catch.
Yep, coming in right there. Out of somewhat, it looked like a running formation. He's able to find separation, man coverage by Sioux Falls.
Jason Strongbow with the tackle. 2 minutes to go here in the first half of action. Tulsa on a drive. Q 9 of 20, 121 yards, no touchdowns, 4 picks. Has not been his night so far. Douglas Brown finally starting to get more involved. 8 rushing attempts, over 50 yards.
Whoa.
Oh, that one nearly picked off, Gerald. That was going to Manning, but it almost went back the other way. Terrell Davis, he's already got 1 pick, was looking for his second.
Yeah, and it was a very, very good blitz pickup by Douglas Brown on that edge, too. He just kind of came right out there, picked up the blitz. And if he could have got a little bit more air under it, Gabe Manna did have his man beat. He just didn't put enough air under it.
Second down and 10, minute 56 to go. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Q, 5-step drop, throws, double coverage. That one's picked off. Oh, the legend, A.J. Levy, going back the other way. Will anyone catch him? Being chased down by Sonzo Robinson. JQ actually is able to catch him. 5 picks in 1 half. You're not going to win a football game throwing 5 interceptions.
Nope, and it wasn't. And I'm not even sure what he was really looking at there. He didn't even have him.
Hey.
A.J. Levy just sat in that spot. It's almost like he knew what the play was and sat right in that spot and just waited for the ball to come to him.
5
picks
to 4 different people. I mean, you've got the rookie Marcus Benson with 2 interceptions. John Barnhart, he's got a pick. Darrell Davis, he's got a pick. A.J. Levy, he's got a pick. Unbelievable. This defense has been doing it all season long, though, Gerald. Barnhart, Barnett, Davis, Ringgold, Levy, all of which have interceptions. Strongbow had interceptions coming into this game as well. Now add Marcus Benson to the list of defensive players that have interceptions. A.J. Levy in the Hall of Fame. That was his 80th career interception, 6th best all time.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know it just from the record of Sioux Falls, but they actually lead the league in takeaways, right? So they're no stranger to this, picking a ball off. They just had their quarterback turns the ball over at a high rate as well. So and that's part of why they haven't been successful, because their defense is strong in the secondary and being able to take the ball away. Just that their quarterback has had very similar issues in giving the ball away.
80 interceptions for A.J. Levy, 6th best all time, behind Jeffrey Daggs. He's got 83.
Another Hall of Famer.
Well, that's how you get into the Hall of Fame. You just pick off an obscene amount of footballs.
Yeah. I don't think I have any Hall of Famers on my team.
Julian Tyree from the Tulsa 35-yard line. Gets that one completed to K. Marion, but brings up a 4th down. Timeout is called. And field goal unit coming on the field now for the Sparrows.
And I'm just at a loss. Like, it's just like Tulsa has 6 drives, and 5 of their drives had ended in picks.
Yeah, it's unheard of, really. I mean, this field goal is up and good. Yeah, starting things off, 5-play drive, threw a pick. Their second drive, 3 plays, threw a pick. Their third drive, it got progressively worse. Two plays and threw a pick 6. And then they ended up getting the ball back because Sioux Falls Tyree threw a backwards pass, fumbling it away. Immediately ended up throwing another interception. They finally put together that 13-play, 57-yard drive. But then 4 plays, 38 yards, and a pick. Manning, they need to get something going here. Gabriel Manning trying to do it single-handedly. Steps out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 51 seconds to go. We'll see if they can get anything going here.
And I don't want to say anything about what they should do, because I don't know what they need. I mean, look, the only way to you would think to get yourself back in the game is to throw the ball down the field to try and pick up chunk yardage.
Yeah.
But they haven't done it really successfully when 5 of their 6 drives have ended in interceptions. Look, and I wouldn't be surprised total yards-wise if Tulsa doesn't have more yards than Sioux Falls, because Sioux Falls is working on a short field most of the time.
JQ back under center. 5 interceptions coming into week 8. 5 interceptions added on in the first half. Sanzo Robinson gets the catch, gets the first down.
Yeah, Marcus Benson with another tackle. He was right on that. I thought he might have been able to bat that ball away as well. Rookie's having just
he's having
excellent
a day.
Game.
Yeah, having a day. Looking for the hat trick in interceptions. I wouldn't put it past him. We gave him our great hands catch of the game for that one-handed interception that he had. Usually I give it to a tight end, Gerald. So that's for me to give it to a linebacker, it means a lot. It's a big deal.
So what you're saying, it's a tight end. What was that? That's the type of day JQ has had.
What the?
It's almost like I'd rather throw it to the dirt than throw it to anybody else because I know it's going nowhere. They can't pick it off, but I just throw it.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, it wasn't picked off.
I don't know.
He must have been expecting Brown to turn upfield.
But it wasn't even close. It was like 5 yards ahead of where Brown actually was.
And Brown just wasn't even looking. Q on second down. Gets it out to Manning. Gets the completion in midfield. Tulsa will burn their second timeout.
I mean, they can get points here, right? They can get a touchdown.
Right. They need it. I mean, they need it bad. Sioux Falls is going to get the ball back either at the end of this drive or at the end of the half, whichever comes first. Potentially both. We've already seen 1 pick 6. Hume in motion up to the top. Zone coverage for Sioux Falls. Q to throw. Flag on the play. That one's incomplete. Did they rough the passer?
It came out before that. I think it's a hold. Clipping
on Tulsa.
I don't know how you can clip somebody right when the play starts, but I guess somebody saw something.
Oh, maybe we'll.
Who's that on?
Maybe we'll see it here at 72. I shoved him in the back. Clipping is effectively a block in the back penalty, and Nick Fargo was able to beat the left tackle and just got shoved in the back. So first down and 25 now, back around midfield.
Yeah, that was in my opinion, that was a little petty. He kind of like right when he touched him, right, he actually had the shoulder, but then as the guy just running past him, he just kind of just gave him a little push.
Escorted him.
Oh man, come on.
Not sure. Q deep down the middle of the field, and the ref misses the completion. Oh, it was to Manning. Closer to the ref.
I don't know how to break down some of the stuff we're seeing tonight. It's just.
Well, he's rattled. I mean, he's just badly rattled. That's why I think we're seeing some of these wacky throws now.
Or hand it off to Douglas Brown. Try to get yourself field goal range to get some sort of a points and feel like you can get some sort of a reset at halftime.
That's what should have been happening. He's just trying too hard to make a play here. 2nd down and 25. Still about 20 yards away from field goal range. Gets it up top to Hume, but throws it behind the defense. Well, short of the defense, I should say. Just a very, very short, safe play.
I'm not sure why they would. I guess maybe they're across the 50, right, and they just need to get themselves in they had to call timeout, try and get themselves in field goal range, but they've got a decent amount of yards to try and pick up.
Brown takes the handoff.
Why would you call timeout?
Just to run the clock out?
Just to run the ball.
I guess
up
they were
the
just, I don't know, maybe they were just hoping that.
And they're going for it here. I don't. It's into the half. Just hike it. Don't come to the line and just not snap it here.
Well, they do snap it. Q looks, fires, tries to hit Hume again. And that'll bring the first half to a close. All Sioux Falls is an understatement. Everything going the Sparrows' way. Not only is nothing that Tulsa tried working, but now they seem rattled, and it's almost making the offense look worse because of it. 2 quarters in the books, 2nd half coming up on the other side. 27-3, Sioux Falls. Gerald, your thoughts on the first half? I dare ask.
Tulsa has had probably one of the worst half of footballs I have ever seen offensively. Right? You've had 7 possessions, 5 of them end up in interceptions, and Tulsa's just basically Sioux Falls just grabbed everything that's been given to them, made good plays, and put them in a position to be up 24-3. Tulsa's got to do something, and I don't know what they can do to actually make it any better, because it seems like if they keep going in the direction that they're going, it's not going to be a very successful result once you look at the end of the game.
Kay Marion, 4 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. She's been absolutely crushing it for the Sioux Falls offense. That's easy to point at her and say player of the half. I'm giving it to Marcus Benson, the rookie linebacker. 2 interceptions, got a tackle for a loss, 4 individual tackles, leading the team in tackles and picks. Not bad for a rookie. Let's get the second half started. See if Tulsa's fortunes can change. I am Mike Dykes. He is Gerald Smith. Greg Soto, Top Kiefer with us on stats. Cameron Irvine, our producer. Return taken up to the 27-yard line, and we've got an update from Cameron Irvine back at SFL Studios.
Thank you, Mike. Portland has scored at least 28 points in every game they have played this season. Cyrus Shive to Scott Johnson. That's the 6th different player to catch a touchdown for Portland, but that's all their offense has. 13-7. Houston playing some D tonight in a battle of 3-3 teams in H-Town. 2 minutes to go on that one in the first half. Back to you in Sioux Falls.
H-Town is Houma.
H-Town.
I'm just saying it. H-Town is Houma.
Is it?
Not Houston.
Yeah, because, Houma is a much bigger locality than Houston, Texas.
Hey, it may not be much bigger because it's not. It's really small, but it's way better.
Mm-hmm. It's got way more alligators.
Nobody, and the heat and humidity. Houston has nothing on us. We best them there.
Oh, yeah.
You were melting.
Oh, yeah. If you like humidity, Houma, Louisiana is the place to go. And I'm not sure why you would like humidity. Maybe you just like having frizzy hair. Well, you wouldn't know about that.
Or you'd feel like you're in a sauna and you feel like losing weight. You don't have to pay for that. You get it for free just by stepping outside.
Free outdoor sauna. Is that why the alligators like it?
Yes.
It's the only place I've ever been in my entire life where you can see just wild alligators just sitting around like it's nothing.
Downtown.
Yeah, right. Yeah, in downtown Houma, you just walking up to the bayou and there's just an alligator just sitting there. So I heckled it with my drone Second down and 8 for Sioux Falls. Up past their own 40.
Should just keep handing it to Jason Williams, taking your timely passes. Oh,
man, see, the Tulsa defense has been doing a few things right today. Hasn't shown on the scoreboard, but getting in the backfield.
Was that Philadelphia Collins just shooting right in there, right off the edge? I don't know who that was.
And Collins was lined up down
maybe
to the
one
bottom
of the DBs
on that
or something. He shot in there so fast. Oh yeah.
4 down lineman for the Desperados. Tyree steps up. He's trying to take it on his own. Finally brought down, sacked, and that'll bring an end to the opening drive. Jaden Swift with the sack. And maybe this is the change in momentum that we've been waiting for.
And that sack right there was brought on by Tony Roberto coming off the edge right there, coming right around, caused Tyree to kind of step up in the pocket, and then he had nowhere to go.
Punt by Andrew Warren is away. Taken back at the 15-yard line by Manning. Fights his way forward for a gain of 10 on the return. JQ. Oh, Gerald, I don't even want to read the stat line. 12 of 28, 142 yards, and as many interceptions as he has had through his previous 5 games combined. 5 interceptions on the season. Gabriel Manning, obviously the player of the day so far for Tulsa. 7 receptions, 112 yards. It's been targeted 12 times. I mean, that's how many completions Q has. See what they can do here. Douglas Brown gets the handoff, his 10th on the day, and he will lose 2 yards. Jason Strongbro with the TFL.
Yeah, and Douglas Brown did not even follow like the pulling guard right there that was going to the outside, right? He, for some reason, decided to try and hit a cutback lane that just wasn't there and end up in a tackle for loss.
4 receivers set for the Desperados. Q has time, throws deep down the middle. Gabriel Manning breaking away. No one's going to catch him. 20, 10, 5, and touchdown Desperados. They finally find the end zone and put 6 more on the board.
Huge pass play for 76 yards from Q to Manning. Who else would you throw it to other than Manning? A.J. Levy went through his hands. Once Gabe Manning caught it, he was gone. Nobody was going to catch him. But what a way to make a quick strike to try and get themselves back into the game.
Gabriel Manning now with about 188 yards of offense. An incredible day so far for Manning. The most yards that he has registered all season long. Also the 4th highest receiving output so far this season by any receiver. And we're not even midway through the 3rd quarter.
Now what are the chances that Tulsa's defense steps up huge and gets another stop here and they go down and get another score?
Well, I mean, that's what they need. They stopped Sioux Falls on their opening drive. I said maybe it's a change in momentum. And they immediately throw it into the end zone for a touchdown. So anything can happen. I mean, it was a 2-play drive. 74 yards, found the end zone for the touchdown. You know, and all thanks to Gabriel Manning and his impressive stat line. It's been some other receivers with some great stat lines this season as well. Ryan Roosevelt had 188 yards in the game. Kingston Ellington with 191 yards. Chris Lee with 221. Right now, Manning with 188 of his own. And a whole lot of football left. Tyree gets sacked, ripped down to the ground. Collins in the backfield again. Home run.
Yeah, he's been itching to get that. He's been trying to get in there all game. and he got right around the edge. He just speed rushed, untouched.
Linebacker blitz pays off. Gets the sack. You can see his stat line there. 5 tackles, a sack, 3 TFLs. 3 with their hand in the dirt. 8 upright. They send the blitz once again. Tyree under pressure throws and overthrows his target. He had to hurry that one up and sails it. 3rd down and 14. Don't look now, Gerald. 1 play away from a quick 3
Man,
now.
that was a bang play right there too. Very, very fortunate for Tulsa there. They didn't have a PI call on that one. There's a lot of bumping around right there where the ball was thrown. But this 3rd and long, they just can't let, A.J. Warren or K. Marion get open.
Tyree throws and a jumping one-handed catch. Ryan Davis getting in on the action, gets the completion. The rookie 45th pick gets the catch in the 1st down.
And guess what? Jalen Tyree says, yeah, you think I'm throwing to everybody else? I'm going to throw it to a guy that I didn't even look his way all game long, and he's going to pick it up. I'm going to throw it to my rookie wideout.
Ryan Davis getting in on the action here tonight. A huge conversion for the Sparrows. Jason Williams tries to bounce it outside to the left, but tackled for a loss by David Ware.
Yeah, and Jason Williams now has a sub 2 yard per carry rushing average. Great run defense by Tulsa. They just haven't been able to stop the turnovers that the offense has been giving away, along with Jalen Tyree on 3rd down.
Defense has played all right. 3 TFLs. Oh, speaking of turnovers, no.
Stonehand
Tony Roberto with the drop. Oh,
that was a huge opportunity to take the ball away.
That was right in his hands, man.
Man, the former Louisiana Revolution player. Man, he's got to reel those in.
First season here with Tulsa, spent last season with London. Apparently, once upon a time, was in Louisiana.
No, he wasn't. He was in when I was in St. Louis. I take that back.
Oh, St. Louis. You knew him from somewhere.
Yeah, he was somewhere. I coached them. They all blend together, man. All these teams.
Ben Harrison in motion. Down to the slot. Tyree on 3rd and long.
Good pressure.
Has time. Throws. Sails it. Incomplete. 4th down. And Tulsa forces a punt once again. Andrew Warren on for the Sparrows.
Yeah, very, very good pressure by the defensive line right there. Being able to get pressure on there, forcing Jillian Tyree to throw a pass that he wasn't quite ready to throw. It's a win, right? They forced the punt.
Can't believe you called him Stone Hands Roberto. That's kind of mean, man.
He's got to grab that. He had like 6 chances at it.
Ah, yes. Old Stone Hands himself. Manning returns it up to the 26-yard line. This was rude, man. Now available free to download. That's right, you can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K 23 in the palm of your hand. Or in the palm of 2 hands. It's a little big. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. The Retroid is the official console of the Simulation Football League.
Yeah, it's not that much bigger than a phone, but when you got short sausage-length fingers like me, you need 2 hands to
I could probably palm it then.
That thing.
Sausage-like fingers. Maybe that's Roberto's problem. Maybe he's got the small fingers.
Maybe.
Brown gets a yard, runs straight into the waiting arms of Strongbow. 2nd down and 9.
Strongbow looks like a good ball player. Anybody's got neck board.
You and your
looks like he looks like legit.
That's right. Fierce and aerodynamic.
Far from aerodynamic, you just look the part.
Cue to throw on 2nd down. The jumping one-handed catch by DJ Hume. He's off to the races. 1 man to beat to the 15-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Tulsa, and they're in business.
And for good measure, DJ Hume says, I'm tired of this nonsense you're giving us. Barnhart, I'm going to give you a stiff arm as I'm running out of bounds to show you that this game ain't over and we mean business. But that's also another pick that went through A.J. Levy's hands. The last two big catches have went through A.J. Levy's hands.
Good call out. 55-yard completion to DJ Hume. Now with 74 yards on the night. First down and 10. They'll spot it at the 17-yard line.
Oh,
Brown gets murdered. I don't know how else to say it, Gerald. He got murdered.
Yeah, that guy came in and just gave it to the chest, and I don't even think Douglas Brown even saw it coming.
Oh, he saw it eventually.
He felt it. I know that.
Second down and 10. No gain on the play. Q to throw. He's had a couple of good ones lately, and that one was almost terrible. Oh, heck, it was terrible. Marcus Benson jumped in front of it, nearly had his third interception of his career all tonight.
Yeah, I bet he's, saying right now, Mama, I wish you would have made me about an inch or two bigger because I could have picked it off. Got his third of the day, but.
You think that's what he's thinking right now?
Yeah. He's racking up the stats.
Blaming his mama?
He ain't blaming his mama. He's just saying, I wish I had it.
Oh, gotcha. All right. That makes sense. Q to throw. Nearly throws another pick. Just when things are looking up. Starts throwing it into the hands of Sparrows again. Nathan Barnett nearly took that one away. Fourth down and 10. And they're going to settle for a field goal here.
It's discouraging, right? Especially, hey, you run it on first down, you don't get anything, so you just completely abandon the run on second.
Yeah.
And then you force yourself in a third and long. And then Q's, if you look at Q, he seems like he's throwing everything off of his back foot.
Yeah, kind of sidearmed it. Field goal is up and good. So they've turned it into a two-score game. And the defense has really stepped up, Gerald. So we're going to have to see if they're able to keep doing that and get the ball back once again for their offense. Sioux Falls, everything going right their way in the first half. So far in the second half, they had a 3-and-out to get things started and then did manage a first down on their second drive, but still had to end up punting it away after 6 plays and only 15 yards. So Tulsa, here in the second half, a 2-play, 74-yard drive, capped off by a very lengthy touchdown pass. In fact, a 76-yard touchdown pass. The touchdown pass was longer than the entire drive, Gerald, because they ended up running backwards for 2 on the first play. Then 6 plays, 57-yard drive. Only able to get a field goal off of it, but 2-score football game. Still a lot of time left. 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the entire fourth quarter just around the corner. Sioux Falls will start off at their own 30-yard line.
If they keep getting good play from their linebacking core in Tulsa, especially in the run game, and then getting themselves in the passing lanes, I think they can inch themselves back into this.
Collins on the blitz again. That pass down to the bottom to A.J. Warren. He'll gain 9.9, second down and inches.
Oh, yeah, and he had to get it out pretty quick because what was happening there, you saw they did like a blitz and everybody was coming around the edge. And Tyree just had to stop whatever he was doing and just find the open guy in the man coverage.
Tulsa defense all kind of bunched in the middle. The pitch goes up top, breaks through the first tackler, and gets the first down. So they won't go 3-and-out this time. They move the chains, courtesy of Jason Williams.
Yeah, but Tulsa, I think, is still feeling really good about what their defense has done so far. Right, we're over halfway through the third, and they've allowed no points.
Ball handed off to Williams, and the defense does what the defense has been doing. David Ware getting there first. The inside linebacker with his third season in the league with Tulsa, 5th season overall.
Yeah, David Ware leads the tackle and tackles for losses, so he's no stranger to being able to, get up there and find those running lanes and shutting it down.
Williams with another rush. This time he'll gain 4. Sets him up with the 3rd down and 6.
And this is where you're getting it, like you would think that Sioux Fall might start to look to their tight end here. They do got a tight end on the field. No, they don't have no tight ends on the field. They're coming out in the quads.
3 of 8 on 3rd down so far this ball game. 1 of 3 here in the 3rd quarter. Tyree to throw on 3rd down and 6. Decides to run it himself and doesn't slide. He wants that 1st down and gets it.
That was a dangerous run. Like, he had it if he would have just slid anyway, but he wanted to make sure. I
don't know if he would have had it if he slid, because he would have been spotted a little bit short if he had started to slide. It was close.
It was still close.
Well, no challenge, so they're going to give it to him. Another 1st down on this drive. And goes deep over the middle, and that one is complete. Getting Williams involved in the passing game as well.
Yeah, he just slips himself right out of the backfield and just finds himself open down the field, and able to pick it up.
Yeah, 24-yard catch. Sparrow's offense is cooking.
If David Ware would have just maybe put his hand up, he might have got a finger on it, but I don't even think he saw the ball as it went over his head.
Cornelius lined up now in the backfield. Tyree to throw. Throws into triple coverage. Somehow hauled in by Williams, and that's a 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, split the guy out wide, and it looked like pressure was coming right off the edge by Philadelphia Collins, and he's able to zip that thing right on through. And, he threaded the needle right there. He just kept going.
Great play design by the Sparrows. Williams, 37 rushing yards, 59 receiving yards. Having himself a night. 1st down and goal. Tyree up top to Williams towards the pylon and steps out of bounds at the inch line, I think.
He had blockers out in front. I think he misstepped.
Yeah,
I think he had more room on the sideline than what he thought he had more room on the sideline than what he actually did, and he just ran out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he lost track of where he was
at.
at.
This line is literally on the goal line, and the ball is on the goal line. I have no idea what these refs are doing. Look, they're practically in the end zone.
It has crossed the plane, yeah. Touchdown, Sioux Falls, as soon as the center snaps it. I'm kidding. Tyree to throw on 1st and an inch. Gets it into the hands of Charlemagne Cornelius. Touchdown, Sioux Falls.
They'd have made that look easy. It's like they just went in there and tried to, go out for an all-out run stop. Fullback just leaked right out in there and just did cross right in front of Jillian Tyree's face and made it such an easy just toss with no one around there at all.
I thought for sure when it's, the ball's literally lined up physically on the goal line, that you run it, especially with a quarterback like Tyree who loves running the football. But they throw everybody off and get it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point is up and good, 34-13. If you picked the over, you're happy. You're not quite there yet, but looking pretty close with a full quarter left to go.
Well, I guess you can take them chances like that, right, when you are about 2 scores and you still feel like you actually have the game in hand.
Pretty much.
You've actually dominated it kind of defensively in a way by picking the ball off 5 times.
Kick taken by Ian Francis now up to the 30-yard line. We've got an update from Houston. Cameron Irvine back at SFL Studio.
Thank you, Mike. Watch Brody Goltz shoot this gap on 3rd down and 1. Boom! Right there for a 4-yard loss. Give the defense some love. Houston tacks on a field goal, and they are on the move again. 16-14 in the 3rd. Back to you in Sioux Falls.
Those gray helmets look good for Portland.
Yeah. And I guess I would do a little shimmy like that too if I got a tackle for a loss in the blink of an eye. Great play. JQ back on the field on offense, gets it down to the bottom, trying to get, almost forcing it back to Gabriel Manning. He was not open or ready for that one. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, look like you had Lars Bazaar kind of right on, like on a, doing an in route that was wide open. It went right over his head. It bounced off the knees of Gabriel Manning.
2 receivers out to the right. I formation in the backfield on 2nd down. Q to throw. Gets it to Manning over the middle. Gain of 9.9. 3rd down in inches.
Well, he's on the verge of getting himself a 200-yard day. But here's where this is where I would give it to Douglas Brown. Douglas Brown has got, he's only got 12 carries on the day, but he's averaging almost 5 yards per carry.
Ball is handed off to Douglas Brown on 3rd and inches, and he gains inches. That's about all. Gets just enough for the 1st down. And that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. 10 minutes remains here from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The Sparrows in control, 34-13. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Thanks, Chris. I'm Mike Daggs. He's Gerald Smith. Greg Soto and Top Kiefer. Tracking stats for us tonight. Appreciate those gentlemen. Cameron Irvine, our producer. JQ. He'll hand this one off to Douglas Brown. All right, we've talked about this at length, Gerald, about the running game being important and wanting to see Tulsa use it more. Now 14 carries for Douglas Brown, 63 yards. Now we're in the 4th quarter. They're down by 3 touchdowns. Is it time to abandon the run?
Not this early. Anything after this drive, I mean, if you don't come away with points here, I mean, you're going to have to start throwing it, right? So I think everything after this drive you're going to have to, because if you get points here, especially a touchdown, that's what they need, touchdowns, not field goals.
Yeah.
To get a touchdown, it still puts them in a situation to where they're going to have themselves 2 points behind if they get a touchdown here, 2 scores behind, and they can still kind of, they're still going to have to pass more than their run, but their defense got to step up and stop Sioux Falls.
Play action.
Very good play action.
Q throws and misses his target. So let me ask you another question. Is it 4-down territory from here on out yet?
Yes. I think it is. I'm pretty sure they're going to punt because of where they are. I think they're looking to pin Sioux Falls further back.
Yeah.
But I would go for it here because you're close enough to the opponent's territory, right? To where it's not long. It's 3 yards.
They do indeed punt this one away. They're going to put it back onto the shoulders of their defense to try and get another stop. Ryan Davis gets it up to the Sioux Falls 19-yard line.
They're going to a lengthy drive right here is going to kill Tulsa's chances. If Sioux Falls gets to the 50 here, I think, especially not in one big chunk bulk play. If they get to the 50 and take up about 2 minutes, I think it's all but done.
K. Marion in motion, leading receiver for the Sparrows. And the SFL all-time passing leader throws up to the top of the screen. Marion adding 6 to her total.
Yeah, and that was I don't know where the DBs were. They were playing so deep right there. Just a simple out route, 5-6 yard out, and just made it real easy. They moved her across the line on that previous play and was able to just get out there where actually nobody was really covering her.
Jason Williams with the rushing attempt sets up a 3rd down and inches now.
And this is the type of drive like you really – and they have to stop right here, right? They have to somehow get, Philadelphia Collins and that linebacking core with some penetration right here to kind of get a tackle for loss and shut this drive down.
If they have any hope of winning this game, it starts on this defensive play. They hit Williams in the backfield, and they make the stop. Philadelphia Collins does it again.
Yeah, he's coming there and get that TFL right there to be able to get his team a chance to get the ball back right here. And it's only taken up about a minute and a half of game clock.
Andrew Warren on to punt. Gabriel Manning back deep to receive. Manning calls for the fair catch at the 35-yard line. They'll spot it at the 36. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect track for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. JQ 15-35, hands it off to Douglas Brown. Brown gains 5, his 16th carry of the ball game. Nets him about 73 yards, 7.5 to go, down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they're down 3 touchdowns, and they're not even going anything near tempo right now. They're just taking their time. I mean, you got to have some plays drawn up, right? No sooner they line up to punt that ball, you should have something in your back pocket knowing that, hey, look, man, we need to run these plays. We need to get down the field a little bit quicker.
Yeah, get at least 4 or 5 plays called in advance, none of which involve Brown. Injury on the play. See who's hurt. Jason Strongbow down for Sioux Falls.
Darn neck board.
Didn't do its job.
Throw that one away.
Yep, time to replace that neck board. Get an even taller one. 3rd down and 2. One that like flares out, at the top.
Almost like some sort of a headdress, right, for somebody from a Mardi Gras parade float or something. That thing is definitely not aerodynamic.
No. Offset eye on 3rd down and 2. Looks like they'll stick to the ground game here. Hands it off to Brown. Can he get it? He cannot. 4th down and 3, and
you can't punt.
You gotta go for it here, right? You're in Sioux Falls territory anyway.
And it looks like they didn't trot the punter out there.
They did indeed.
Fake it,
Well, don't do that.
Fake it. It's not a fake.
It's not. No, we'll punt that one away.
It's not.
There's not enough time for this. The last Sioux Falls drive was quick, minute 16 off the clock. But look at it this way. Even if they do the exact same thing and get another 3 and out with a minute 16 off the clock, now you're down to 5.5 to get 3 touchdowns. They've made touchdown plays. Heck, their fastest touchdown drive only took them 34 seconds. But you'd have to get another one of those 34-second touchdown drives, get the ball back, get another 34-second touchdown drive, get the ball back, and another 34-second touchdown drive. And if it's taking you a minute 16, I'm trying to do the math. If it's taking you a minute 16 seconds to get the ball back on a 3 and out, you don't have enough clock left to do all that.
No, and the thing about it is in this second half, the Tulsa defense is doing its job. The offense is just letting them down. Yeah, they eliminated the turnovers right from the first half, but I mean, you gotta be able to produce something on offense here.
Williams runs it up top, sets up a 3rd down and 1 as him and David Ware stand up in unison.
It's almost like you can just Tulsa's just bleeding out at this point, right? Nobody's around to stop any kind of a bleeding of what they got going on, and they're just there. I mean, you bleed enough, you're just gonna die, and it's gonna end.
Can he get the first? No. What? Philadelphia Collins got the stop, but it's too short.
Yeah, if there's any moment for the
challenge.
Yeah, the challenge. This is it.
Yeah, because
you got to throw it.
You got to challenge this.
That was.
There you go. I was gonna say. I thought I thought he wasn't going to do it. I was going to send you down there and be like, Gerald, you need to go down there and get that challenge flag and throw it yourself.
I was about to slide open the window of the booth and say, what the hell are you doing down there? Like, challenge that.
Let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com. I think Collins got the stop. That's a terrible angle to look at it. Do we have one down the sideline? There we go.
Yeah, he stopped him.
Depends. I mean, the nose of the ball was over the line.
Yeah, but don't you have to go all the way over the line? You can't just touch it. We've seen that with the end zone.
No, I'm not a ref. We have seen that.
It's overturned.
Yeah.
So
ruling on the field is overturned.
Yeah, so they're going to get the ball back. And how long was this? Was this a minute and 15 seconds? Let's get out any mathematicians and the fans in the stands in the chat. Like,
we got our guys down in the stats truck, and per the stats truck math, that was
1 minute 12 seconds.
Minute 12 seconds. So even faster than the minute 16.3 and out they got the last time around. So
wow,
yeah,
those seconds are going to mean something.
Well, actually, the time's going to get tacked on here with this 4-second punt. So. Still about a minute 16. Yes, indeedy, a minute 16 on the nose. Not enough time left.
It's not, well.
Oh, we can't do math.
It was
minute 18.
No, you couldn't do math. I did it before the snap.
This is a team effort. If I can't do math, you can't do math. Ergo, we can't do math.
We can't do math. It's hard.
Math is hard.
It's not really hard for me.
How many toes does an alligator have?
Some.
Okay. Q throws on the run, gets it to Manning, gets the first down. Go into the hurry up. Come on.
Now. Why are you? Come on, I get it. Yeah, you're happy. You threw it to Manning like for the gazillionth time today, and he caught it. We know. Do
it again.
Yeah. Now just get your behinds up to the ball. And just do it. I mean, how is the coaches not saying, hey, get up to the ball and move? Maybe they're waiting for the 5-minute mark. I don't know.
I don't know either. We got to get it in the end zone. Q to throw. Goes to Manning again. Tipped and incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5:03. Look at those telephones. Corded phones, classics.
Classic.
The classics never die.
Landline, never does. You know, it's also classic. I don't know if there's a thing, but they don't have a midfield logo. It's completely throwing me off.
I know. They're over there at the 35-yard line. You know what else is classic? The entire Canton football team. These are the dad jokes. Q throws straight into the waiting arms of Jay Ringgold, who can't haul it in. Stops the clock with 5 minutes exactly. 3rd down and 10. So we get an updated look at JQ's stat line. 16 of 38, 294 yards. He finally got that touchdown pass, but 5 interceptions. It's just destroyed the game for Tulsa before it even began.
Yeah, and his passing percentage is just sub 50, and that's not good at all.
About 42%. Gets that one out to Manning. 4th down and 4. And at this point, I gotta imagine that they'll go for it.
I would assume,
but they're not yet going into the hurry up.
All right, now they look like they're moving at a little bit of a quicker pace.
Well, first things first, they got to complete this. Oh, turn on field, Manning, and he doesn't get it. Turnover on downs. Sioux Falls takes over. RH Video in the chat says alligators have 5 toes on the front legs and 4 toes on the hind legs. And assuming that the gator has all of its
18.
limbs.
That's 18.
Well, right, yeah. That's
good math.
Yeah, right. He did math that time. That was...
Yes.
Yep.
Quick math, too.
Now, a lot of alligators, though, they don't necessarily have all their legs or toes because they'll end up fighting with other alligators that'll grab on and do that, death roll thing and rip their legs off.
Do they just rip each other's legs off?
Yeah, they're violent creatures.
I could just sit now how do you lost it? Just alligators just chit-chatting it up and being like,
yeah,
bro, you lost your one of your fingers there. Like, what's going on? And you're
like, Bill, you bit it off yesterday, remember?
We were fighting and you just death rolled me.
Yeah.
Man. That's uncool.
I mean, it's rude.
I'm not hanging out with that guy anymore.
No. Not cool. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Sioux Falls back in possession of the football They're going to start trying to bleed the clock out, Gerald, and this is going to be the final nail in the coffin for Tulsa if they can't get a stop. Even if they do, it's 3rd down and 7. They might get their 3rd 3 and out in a row. But by the time they get this ball back, there's going to be less than 3 minutes to go, assuming that Sioux Falls runs on this next snap, and that's just clearly not enough time.
No, the only way they're going to score here is if they stop. I mean, the only way they're going to have a chance of coming back here is if they get like these, extremely, big plays. Like, hey, if they force a punt here and Gabe Manning runs it back, they kick an onside kick and get it, and you know what I mean? So I just don't see it happening at this point.
Williams takes the handoff. Forward momentum gets him the first down. Philadelphia Collins gets the tackle, but the clock will continue to roll. Tomorrow night, Cameron Irvine and Michael O'Neill are back recapping Week 8 on This Week in the SFL at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the creatively named broadcast, Monday Night Spectacular, at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Gerald, it's the 4-2 Motor City V8s versus your 3-3 Louisiana Revolution. End your SFL weekend with the whole community right here on SFL YouTube. How you feeling about the game tomorrow? You guys ready?
Feeling pretty good. We got bananas for their tailpipes and sugar for their gas tank, so we're good.
Sabotage.
Big time.
Tanya Harding style. I don't know if you're allowed to threaten people like that.
It's wholesome foods. Like, who doesn't like sugar?
That's
true. And who doesn't like bananas?
You can have both of those at the same time. You ever taken a banana and just dipped it in sugar?
I have not.
Oh, it's good. Wilford Brimley would be upset with me. He'd say, just eat the banana. You don't want diabetes. But you can't say that because he's dead.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be upset.
No, not anymore.
Well, he's definitely not upset. Poor guy.
Rest in peace, Mr. Brimley.
Won't see him up in late night anymore trying to say, you need to
get your diabetes testing supplies from Liberty Medical.
That's what I'm saying.
2 minutes to go here in this one. 2nd down and 3. It's been all Sioux Falls in this one. We've seen some flashes of good plays from the Desperados. Gabriel Manning with 212 yards on the day. Second best receiving performance in the league this season. But it wasn't enough to get his Desperados the win. As another first down forces Tulsa to burn their first timeout.
Yeah, and it's going to be the first of many here because they just picked up that first down, and they're just Sioux Falls is going to just kind of just milk this one away. They just that first half performance by Tulsa's offense with the 5 picks is what did Tulsa in. And credit to Sioux Falls by just, taking what's given to them there. And I think they got, at least 17 to 20 points off of turnovers to put themselves in a situation to win this game. And if our math is correct, you take away those points, which you can't, you take it away. It makes the game a lot closer than what it looks like right now.
Yeah. Is it legal to climb on top of Mount Rushmore?
I don't know, but I'd like to find out.
We're doing that after the game, right?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I still got some energy to burn. Final timeout by Tulsa is consumed. How high is it?
I have no idea. And don't ask me to name the faces on there. I just know, it's just George Washington's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's Abe Lincoln there.
Yep.
Andrew Jackson, maybe?
I don't think so.
Well, who's there?
Theodore Roosevelt, right? Isn't he up there?
I don't know.
I mean, you just can look out of the booth and see who's up there. I mean, you can see it. It's off in the distance.
Yeah, if they give us a look, no, it's kind of, the scoreboard's kind of blocking it.
Thomas Jefferson.
What, George Washington?
Yeah, it looks like Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, kind of. Teddy Roosevelt.
Well, I was right about him.
I got 2. 2 out of 4 ain't bad. I only gave 3 guesses, though.
44-yard field goal try. Kick is on its way, curving back in. The kick is long enough. It is good. 37-13. Which means we've hit the over. Did we hit the over before this? No. Wow. We finally hit the over. First points we've seen here in quite a while because it was just under the over. Under the over.
Well, I think
is that the right way to say that?
I think this is that the first points of the quarter? No.
Yeah.
No, Sioux Falls put up 3. I think if Sioux Falls got 6 this quarter, yeah?
No, because it was 34-13. Yeah, because they were just under the over, and there was like 30 seconds to go in quarter number 3. I don't know. Why are we talking about numbers like this? Look at Gabriel Manning bouncing out to the left-hand side, gets it out to the 45-yard line. We got another update, final update perhaps from Houston. Cameron Irvine, take it away.
Yeah, when you're done in Sioux Falls, watch this. GP Wells on the hands team for Houston. It goes right to him, and he drops it. Portland recovers the onside kick, and they just scored a touchdown. Not over in Houston, 30-26, extra point pending. Back to you in Sioux Falls.
Okay, let's just break that down, right? Your running back is not a wide receiver. Why should you put him on hands team?
That's right. Should have put your best receivers out there.
DR Sim, Hall of Famer, all-time leader in reception yardage. Like, why would you not have him there?
Last gasp of air for the Desperados. Q, quick pass down the middle to Manning. Falls incomplete. Why do you suppose they picked the 4 presidents that they did, Joe?
I don't know. Maybe they were pretty.
Well, I mean, George Washington's
the first president. He had the coolest hair amongst anybody.
Well, that was a wig, dude.
Abraham Lincoln. It doesn't matter. Still hair.
All right.
Abe Lincoln, right, has got like the coolest hat, even though they didn't allow it to be put into the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, they should have put a big old hat on him.
And then you had Theodore Roosevelt, who had the cool mustache.
They didn't really get his glasses on there. I'm sure that probably would have been kind of hard to carve out of a mountain.
They gave up. Bunch of quitters.
They got the little, they got
It's quitters, man. Like, come on. Let's just call it what it is. Why do you think they want to give Abe his hat?
Quitters. Thomas Jefferson. He did a lot of good stuff. Hey, you think they're going to add anybody else, or are they done?
Yeah, I think no. I don't think nobody's being added.
No, there's plenty more rock to go. Look at it.
And
Look at that mountain out there.
You do know that somebody would probably blow up Mount Rushmore if we put anybody on that again.
All right. Let's not talk about destroying national monuments. Q to Hume. Gets the catch. They'll go into the hurry up.
Yeah, and they're out of timeout, so they can't really do a whole lot. Don't spike it here.
Making sure everybody's set. And just to spite Gerald, they spike it. 36 seconds to go.
I had a feeling like you wait all that time, everybody to line up, and then you're just gonna throw it to the ground. Like, just get going. Like, it's just
move on.
Look, I'm not one to say, hey, look, let's just admit defeat here. But hey, look, it seemed like you had a good play set up there. Why are you gonna, a good formation? Why are you gonna just waste it and just spike it down like that?
Second down and 10. I hope that air horn runs out of air soon. They're killing me with the air horn. Manning gets the completion up to the 23-yard line.
They're excited, man. They're going within a half game of the division leader. I would be excited too.
Spikes the ball, stops it with 23 seconds to go. I don't blame him for being excited. But I also
It's
reserve the right to be annoyed by the
It's
air
worth air horns and cowbells. The cowbells,
cowbells are worse.
Did you just not hear it? Like
No, I heard it. I was trying to tune it out, but now I'm not going to be able to not
probably
hear it.
the oldest fan in the stadium. Just that's all she does is sit down and just ring the cowbell.
Doesn't even know what play's going on. Just rings the bell every time a play's stopped. Play action. Q rolls out to his left, throws to the right. Manning, no. That was Marquis Sango finally targeting a tight end. Pass falls incomplete. 18 seconds, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it's just throw it to Manning. It's because he's been your most successful guy. Well over 200 yards receiving, 13 receptions. You thrown to him, 22 times.
Sure have. That's crazy. 47 pass attempts now for Q. Gets that one down to Hume.
All right, now you're running. Now I would say, hey, look, if you wanna, beef up your stats, you'd spike it here and get one last play.
5 seconds left.
It's
playing for pride here at this point.
Yeah, it's weird that I'd say, yeah, spike it with 5 seconds left instead of run it out and this early. And I'm like, why are you doing that?
Well,
completely hypocritical of myself there.
Sometimes your thoughts confuse us all.
Always.
Q in the gun. 2nd and goal. Fires towards the end zone. Incomplete. John Barnhart nearly sealed the game out with a pick.
If he would have just caught that ball, it would, run off that 1 second. Just his animation for catching it.
For those of you waiting for this game to end to turn it over to Houston, Portland, you have been bamboozled and waited too long. Houston comes away with a win, 30-27. Portland could not get off the field after kicking it deep. Houston getting the victory in that one. Final play here from Sioux Falls. Q fires, end zone, picked off. 6 picks, one of which was a pick 6, and a flag on the play. I think they're going to call
on the defense after the interception. Game over.
Yeah.
So
your final thoughts on this one, Gerald?
Well, my final thoughts is Tulsa started the game with their drive with a pick. It seems like it was, I won't say it's fitting because it's just a terrible thing to say, that they just end the game with a pick. That makes 6 on the day, which is more than JQ has thrown all season up to this point.
Crazy.
But Sioux Falls is, defensive backfield, it just proved too much for the Tulsa passing game, and they just couldn't get nothing going, and they just, Tulsa just technically got smothered in a way, just from the turnovers that they did, and just not being able to just bounce back from it.
No, they shot themselves in the foot all game long, especially in the first quarter, where ultimately Tulsa, as you can see in the box score, is able to put up 21-0. Tulsa will fall to 1-5 on the season. Sioux Falls improves to 3-4. Next up, for the Tulsa Desperados, they will host the San Diego Mavericks on September 23rd. For Sioux Falls, they hit the road next week. They'll head south to take on the 0-7 Mexico City Aztecs.
24 points off.
Crazy amount of points off turnovers. So, got our Monday Night Spectacular coming up tomorrow night. You don't want to miss the week in the SFL recap, followed by the Motor City V8s at Louisiana Revolution. SFL action will return on Friday, September 22nd. Next week, Florida at Atlanta and Louisiana at Carolina to kick things off there. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. Final score 37-13. For Gerald Smith, Greg Soto, Top Kiefer, Cameron Irvine, Matt Wilson, who will always be with me in spirit. I'm Mike Dagg saying thank you for joining us. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy and have a great night.